Hello and welcome to the Minimum Competence episode for Monday, May 1st, 2023. I'm your host for today, Andrew Leahy, a tax and technology attorney from New Jersey. In today's episode, we have JPMorgan acquiring First Republic Bank, Energizer and Walmart facing proposed antitrust actions, DeSantis has prosecutor problems, Alito knows who leaked it, and Trump wants a mistrial. Let's leak some information ourselves, in the form of today's legal news, that is. JPMorgan Chase & Co. has agreed to acquire First Republic Bank in a government-led deal after it has been seized by regulators. The transaction will see the acquisition of around $173 billion of First Republic's loans, $30 billion of securities, and $92 billion in deposits. The deal makes JPMorgan even larger, and critics have said it will likely lead to consolidation in the financial industry. The transaction is expected to generate more than $500 million of incremental net income per year. JPMorgan's acquisition will increase its size, which goes against the government's efforts to prevent further consolidation in the financial industry. Due to U.S. regulatory restrictions, JPMorgan would not be able to expand its deposit base under normal circumstances. The acquisition will result in a one-time gain of $2.6 billion for JPMorgan, but it will also make a payment of $10.6 billion to the FDIC and incur $2 billion in related restructuring costs over the next 18 months. Functionally, First Republic Bank's 84 offices in 8 states will reopen as branches of JPMorgan Chase Bank. All depositors of First Republic Bank will become depositors of JPMorgan Chase Bank and will have full access to all of their deposits. Energizer and Walmart are facing 3 proposed class actions accusing them of conspiring to raise disposable battery prices by inflating wholesale prices for other retailers and requiring those retailers not to undercut Walmart on price. Energizer has been trying to recover sales lost in 2013 when Walmart ended its exclusive battery contract with the retailer's Sam's Club unit. The lawsuits seek unspecified compensatory and triple damages under federal and state antitrust laws and various state consumer protection laws. They also seek injunctions to block Energizer from tying battery sales to pricing and require Energizer and Walmart to, quote, dissipate the effects of their anti-competitive conduct. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' legal battle with suspended state attorney Andrew Warren, who refused to enforce anti-abortion laws, highlights the increasing scrutiny against prosecutors over cases they declined to bring. Warren's lawsuit against DeSantis argues the Republican governor violated his First Amendment rights by suspending him for political speech and related conduct. The lawsuit is set for oral arguments before the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit on May 2nd. Similar tensions between prosecutors and state officials are playing out across the country, driven by a range of issues beyond just abortion restrictions. Justice Samuel Alito has said he believes he knows who leaked his draft opinion last year, which indicated the Supreme Court would roll back abortion rights, but lacks the proof to name them. Alito stated that the leaker was part of a campaign to intimidate the court and prevent the Dobbs draft from becoming the decision of the court. In January, following an investigation, the Supreme Court was unable to conclusively identify who leaked the unpublished draft. The leak had caused protests, and Alito had claimed that it endangered the lives of justices by putting a target on their backs. 3 whistleblowers who exposed a $1 billion insurance fraud and helped secure a settlement in a bankruptcy court are not entitled to any of that money, according to a Securities and Exchange Commission decision being challenged in 2 federal lawsuits. Although the whistleblowers worked with the SEC for years and provided information that significantly contributed to the successful sanctioning of a Texas viatical company, the money was recovered through a bankruptcy proceeding. Therefore, according to the law, the whistleblowers cannot be paid, the commission ruled. One of the whistleblowers, John Barr, was the SEC's lead witness in court when it successfully petitioned a federal court judge to install the agency's own choice to become bankruptcy trustee. There was actually a House bill in 2021 that would have permitted bankruptcy recoveries, but it died without being brought to the floor. There is a content warning for this, our last story. It involves references to sexual assault and rape in the context of a former president. If you want to hop off here, we'll see you back tomorrow. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has requested a mistrial in a civil case where writer E. Jean Carroll has accused him of rape and defamation. Trump's lawyer accused U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan of being biased against him and of making, quote, unfair and prejudicial rulings. Carroll's defamation claim concerns an October 2022 post on Trump's Truth Social platform, where Trump called Carroll's case a complete con job and a hoax and a lie. If the mistrial is not granted, Trump's lawyers has requested that Kaplan correct the record and give him more freedom to cross-examine Carroll and her witnesses. Thank you so much for listening to Minimum Competence, your daily news podcast for lawyers. If you're looking for more than Minimum Competence, links to further reading on all the topics touched on today are in the show notes. If you have any questions or story suggestions, find us on Mastodon on the esq.social instance. Reviews go a long way towards helping new listeners to find our show. If you have a moment and can leave a rating or review on your podcast player, we'd appreciate it. And if you know someone that might be interested in a story we cover, consider sending them the episode. Minimum Competence is available at minimumcomp.com and wherever you get your finely crafted podcasts. We'll see you back here on Monday, and until then, remember, all animals can be categorized as either essentially cats or essentially dogs. Dolphins, those are dogs, obviously. Raccoons, those are cats. Cows are dogs.